Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Van. We are all the LFR family. Shout out to all of you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. That's the only price for admission for our videos. And hit the hype button that's right beside it as well. That will really help the movement of our videos. All right, Stephen A. Smith has crashed out on the WNBA. And let me tell you why. This week, some former NBA players, Enes Kanter Freedom and Royce White, publicly said they're identifying as women so they can enter the WNBA draft. They're pointing straight at the league's own rule book. The WNBA collective bargaining agreement says, and I quote, only players who are women are eligible to play in the WNBA. That's it. No definition of what a woman is, no mention of biological sex, chromosomes, hormones, or anything else, just women. These guys are testing that language. They're saying if self-identification is enough, then under the current rules, they qualify. It's getting attention because people on both sides see the problem now. They see the idiocracy. They see how foolish all of this is. The wording is wide open. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert sent a memo to the teams. She said a task force of team presidents and general managers will discuss the issue at a meeting that was already scheduled. Now, we already know nothing's going to come from this meeting because nobody is supposed to admit publicly what a woman is. So she emphasized that eligibility rules are collectively bargained and that protecting the integrity of the game and fair competition remains a top priority. For context, no biological male has ever played in the WNBA. The few players who have identified as non-binary or trans were born female, but the absence of a clear standard is what's being highlighted right now. This isn't complicated. Men and women are different biologically. That's not a bad thing. That's why we have separate categories in sports to keep competition fair and safe for everyone involved. When the rule just says women without defining it by sex, you open the door to exactly this kind of challenge. And we've been trying to tell the other side this for a long time, but now we're here. The league is going to have to decide whether woman means adult human female or something else. And this what this whole meeting is about to be about. It's silly.
Ladies and gentlemen, sounds like mockery. It sounds like all of these things, but keep in mind, the announcement were framed as challenges to the WNBA's transgender player eligibility rules. The key factual distinction that we have to point out, the current WNBA collective bargaining agreement says only players who are women are eligible, but it does not further define women or specify criteria involving gender identity, sex assigned at birth, hormone levels, or physical characteristics.
We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.
It also does not say that self-identification alone automatically makes a player eligible. So because that's open for debate, it required a response from WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, who sent a memo to teams last Friday saying the issue would be discussed by a task force of team presidents and general managers. The WNBA separately defended inclusion and condemned hate while saying the union, quote, will not be used as political pawns. Here's Stephen A. talking. It's too damn late. It's too damn late. If your rules were more finite and clear, you wouldn't have to have a meeting of team presidents and general managers. You're the commissioner. You should already know. We literally are living in a society where there has to be a debate.
That's right.
Involving a collective bargaining agreement that explicitly states that the league is for women. Only players who are women are eligible to play in the WNBA. So one could easily surmise, okay, you're a woman, that makes you eligible. If you're not a woman, you're not eligible. It's simple and plain. What's the complication? The complication is that our society has devolved to a point.
Where?
Where we're not clear what defines a woman. At least in the eyes of some.
Let me pause this for a second, guys. This is so silly. This is where we are. This is where we are right now. This is so damn silly. We should not be having this conversation, man. What the heck is going on with this world?
So while Royce White or Enos Cantor Freedom may be accused of trolling and engaging in mockery and being a bit ridiculous, fine. What about the WNBA? What about the WNBA?
Are they being foolish?
We will not be used as political pawns. When you gonna wake the hell up?
That's right.
And everybody in sports wants to sit up there. We want to play games. We want to play games. We don't want stuff politicized. Well, damn it, be clear. You're supposed to ward this off at the pass. You're supposed to make sure that it is clear where your rules stand.
That's right.
Women, how come you didn't write in your language those born female?
Because then that
how come you didn't make that clear?
Because, Stephen A., that will go against their narrative. If they were to say that, do you know how many people will protest the WNBA? How much money they will lose because of all of the friendships and relationships they have with people who are now women because they say they are? They cannot define that W. Before the NBA, they can't. And now these NBA players, these ex-NBA players, now that they're making a mockery of it, they're forcing them to make up their minds, especially with the guy from France that has transitioned and he's currently playing in France against women and busting their ass, talking about potentially coming here and playing in the States. Bruh, it's about to go down.
Because if you were born a female, even if you're transitioning to being a female, because you weren't born a female, that would make you ineligible to enter the WNBA. Why didn't you do that? This whole issue has been fomenting and gaining steam and traction for years. It was used in the presidential election. It was used in the midterms before the presidential election. It's going to be used in the midterms this November.
Yep.
And if the right has their way, it's going to be brought up again in 2028. Where you at?
If the right has their way, no, man, it's not. Listen, let me tell y'all something, bro. Like, when you remove all of the confusion out of any situation and things become more clear, you have a higher likelihood of success. That's period, point, and blank. We already know that. But removing all of the confusion will remove a whole bunch of people's talking points and make them look foolish in the eyes of their donors and everyone else, all of their supporters. They can't do it. I'm glad that we're having this conversation, but I don't think it's only going to be the conservatives that's going to bring this up, because right now it's a topic of discussion. These women need to make a decision. And I'm talking about the women of the WNBA. They might finally publicly tell us what they believe a woman is, just so they can solve this issue right now. Because if they can't, it's about to go crazy out here, baby.
Where you at? Kathy Engelbert, you're the commissioner of the WNBA. Where you at? You don't know this is coming?
She hadn't.
You, Cheryl Reeves, you the coach of the Minnesota Lynx. Watching your girl drop 10 3-pointers last night, putting on a show. That's about celebrating her. Ain't nobody gonna celebrate you. You gotta be careful with the things that you say and the things that you promote with your t-shirts, your jackets, or anything else. You gotta be wise about this.
Now that's because the coach, I forgot what the coach is, who she coaches, but the coach was wearing a t-shirt during a game that says protect trans kids or something like that. Like people are out there stalking and hunting them or something. Protect the trans babies. How are babies trans in the first place? That's a conversation that I would love to have, but nobody is willing to have that conversation. The only thing we're hearing is this foolery, this effery. And I want to say the other effery, but I'm not going to say it because I'm trying to be a better Christian. All right. You got people out here letting their 6-year-olds decide and tell them, Mom, I'm not a boy and I'm not a girl. And then the mom says, you know what? I'm going to let you walk in your truth. I'm going to let you make the decisions because no, I know I'm your mother, but I was just your birthing person. Now you got to raise your damn self because that's essentially what it looks like.
You got to have order. You can't have this. Sure, the right is maneuvering its way through the terrain and making and politicizing this issue. It doesn't negate the fact that the WNBA left the door open for it to happen.
Come on, man. Stephen A., quit BSing, bro. Of course the right is trying to politicize this. Come on, bro. Come on, man. They're politicizing it. They're trying to get more rights. They're trying to put people in office who are trans. They are trying to put more people in the armed forces and the military who are trans. They are trying to change the definition of what a woman is. You talking about politicizing? Nah, both sides are politicizing this bad boy, and for good reason. Because these kids need to see this argument at this point. Because if you got actually children who believe that they're whatever they decide they are. And it's complete BS. And we all know it. And we let them do it just so we can win a damn political race.
They have dropped the ball. I'm talking about the league office. I'm not talking about the players. But the time has come.
Shout out to the pun. Shout out to the pun. I had to drop that. Shout out to the pun. They have dropped the ball. We're talking about basketball. Okay. Continue, Stephen A.
For folks to stop whining about how stuff is being politicized and do something about it so it can't be politicized. Do something or suck it up.
Another pun. Ain't none of them sucking nothing. Oh, but fake straps. Okay.
Do something or suck it up. You don't have a choice other than those two. You got to take a stand at some point. Because folks are coming. Because it's an opportunity to point out flagrant hypocrisies. And they're not going to pass it up. No matter what folks say. Only players who are women are eligible to play in the NBA. The CBA does not define women. It does not spell out eligibility standards based on gender identity. It does not specify eligibility based on sex.
Okay, basically. The sugar honey iced tea has finally hit the fan when it comes to this topic. And thank you to the WNBA for that W in front of the NBA. Because now people are going to bring that to the forefront. And they want to hear exactly what's on y'all mind. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. I think I said enough. And hopefully I didn't offend anyone. If I did, that's your business. Support the channel however you can. Peace. Special partnership alert. We just now linked up with XXXdrinks.com, which you could take advantage of and get 10% off by hitting the link in the descriptions. Their products support energy, stamina, confidence, mood, circulation, and overall body sensitivity, not just one single effect. Tea, coffee, and you and your significant other are going to be extremely happy. I promise you. Go through the link below and get 10% off. I'll see you on the other side.